Okay, so this whole structure is the cerebrum, and this is the hemisphere, and this longitudinal fissure. This I never told you. This is the transverse fissure between the cerebrum and the cerebellum here. Okay, and what are these bumps here? Gyri. And what are the grooves? The sulci. Sulcus is singular, plural sulci. Okay. And what's this organ?
Cerebellum.
Right. And what are we looking at here? No. The superior and inferior colliculi, which happen all together, they're called the what? The corpora quadrigemina. Anyway, yeah. So superior colliculi, and then below are the inferior colliculi. Okay. Okay. Ventrally, we have. So let's begin posteriorly this time. Caudally. And this? What? Oblongata. Oblongata. And the next bump up here, pons, and this midbrain. And I hadn't asked people nerves, but that's the midbrain. This the part just anterior to the pons, or rostral to the pons. So medulla oblongata, pons, and midbrain here. You don't want to go too far forward because you end up in the hypothalamus. And what's this here? Notice 1, 2, 3 branches, right? What's trigeminal nerve, and which is cranial nerve what? 5. And this here is the pituitary gland, right? And this here, this spot here, optic chiasma, and this, right? And then this line here, optic tract. And what's this? Oh, optic, no, olfactory tract. Oops. Did I say, huh?
You didn't mention one of the biggest.
I did too. What's this? Olfactory bulb. So what's this? Exactly. Good. I was trying to trick you, get you to say superior colliculus. Good, because that's the superior colliculus. See why that's dangerous? Because you can't see the inferior colliculus hardly. It's here. Right? So anyway, but you were right. But it's there. Right? When you pull the cerebellum away, then you can see the inferior colliculus. So then you know there's got to be the superior and there's got to be the pineal body. Okay. And so what's this?
Massa intermedia.
Massa intermedia, and you know it doesn't hurt to say of the
Thalamus.
Right. And then this space here.
Third ventricle.
Good. And this space?
Lateral ventricle.
And the brownish stuff in here? Choroid plexus, okay? If it looks brownish, it's because it's what? Oxidized what?
Blood.
Exactly. Because the choroid plexus is a network of capillaries or blood vessels. Okay, so that's the what's the space again? And then this white matter up here,
Corpus
callosum, and this here,
fornix.
yes, and this membrane. I didn't tell you this last week. Septum pellucidum. So the septum pellucidum is a membrane. Here it is again. The septum pellucidum is a membrane that separates the lateral ventricles. It should really extend all the way back, but it's been torn. Okay. So that's why if you see it here, you're not going to see it here. See? It's only one membrane separating the two what? Lateral ventricles, okay? Separating the two lateral ventricles. What's the white matter in here?
Arbor vitae.
Vita. Oh, you know what? I did forget to ask the other group down here. What's this here?
Oh,
Hypothalamus.
Yes. Right. Oh,
the
this is
mammary.
not. That's the mammillary body.
Mammillary body.
That's a really good one. And what's this?
Pituitary.
So the mammillary body is part of what?
The hypo.
Yes, it is. Hypothalamus. And this here is the midbrain, and this, and this.
Medullary oblong.
And what's this opening, this channel here? Central canal of the spinal cord. That's the central canal. What's this again?
Medulla oblongata.
And this, and this.
Midbrain.
Okay. And somebody from the other group did ask me, so I pointed out, but the cerebral aqueduct is here. Oh, what's this space here?
Number 4.
Fourth ventricle.
Ventricle.
Yeah, so the cerebral aqueduct goes here, and then you lose it. Oh, I think I dug it up in the other one. Yeah, see? Cerebral aqueduct. But this is part of it here, cerebral aqueduct.
The brown stuff is choroid plexus?
Yes.
Choroid.
And what does it do? Produces a cerebral spinal fluid. And right, so you're gonna have a choroid plexus in each one of the ventricles.
Is it somehow connected to your ears?
No. Plexus. See, so you're gonna see some in here and some in here too. See this? This is choroid plexus.
Can you say that or spell that, please? Choroid?
C-H-O-R-O-I-D. C-H-O-R-O-I-D. Choroid plexus. Okay. I don't know if I covered everything, but most everything. So, eyeball. So the first thing you're going to see here, you can see the cornea.
Is that liquid inside?
Yeah. And then surrounding it is the sclera, but let me tell you, if I ask you what the thinnest layer, the thin layer first pierced here is the conjunctiva, okay? There's a thin layer covering the sclera here, it's called the conjunctiva.
Conjunctiva.
Okay? And the cornea doesn't look quite transparent. It does look translucent, but not translucent. So my guess is that that's an effect of the preservatives. I already sliced this one. Posteriorly, this is the optic nerve.
Optic nerve.
Okay? And these structures here, these are all, just plain and simply, you can call them extrinsic eye muscles. There's 6, remember? There's 4 rectus and the 2 obliques. These are extrinsic eye muscles. That's the optic nerve. So, okay? And I didn't go all the way on this one. I just left it so that you can just see, right? That's that gelatinous stuff there. That's the vitreous, right? And it's in the posterior chamber. You can see the lens there by my thumb, my left thumb.
That's a lens.
Right. And you can see the retina kind of peeling away and floating on the vitreous there. That's what that is. Okay, the retina detaches very easily. Bear that in mind because that's true of us humans too. That's the retina floating on the vitreous. It should be pushed up against the choroid, but it's not. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, here's one that I did dissect and the retina's getting kind of crappy, but it just looks like some yellow scum. But it's not scum. Why is it not scum? What important stuff does it have? Yeah, which are what? Receptors. Good. Sanskrit, they're photoreceptors, right? So that's the retina, and it does get detached easily. The wrinkles, if you look, you can see the wrinkles that are kind of radiating out from a point here. This is where the axons of the ganglion cells exit the eyeball and become the optic nerve. Okay, so the retina always remains attached to that little spot there, known as the optic disc. There's no photoreceptors here, so this is a blind spot. So that's the blind spot or the optic disc. Again,
So you say detached and detached, it comes off the back, the posterior wall there, or
yes, it does.
that's
And then it dies. So when that happens, you need to get it reattached soon. So don't do that. Okay. I'm not even sure. I think it can happen when, in accidents, like let's say when you bang your head and you have a sudden,
Car accident.
right? So then the retina, it keeps traveling, right, out of inertia, and it will detach from the choroid. So in accidents or maybe even, I don't know, headbutts. I mean, in our stupid boxing games and stuff. You don't hear about it too much in boxing, right?
Soccer, actually. My teacher, he got
Oh.
a ball kicked to his face, and he had to have eye surgery.
See, that there should, well, that's different, but those head things where you hit the ball back with your head in soccer, don't do that. If your kids play soccer, tell them not to do that. Tell the coach you can't, no, you don't sacrifice your head for that. Don't. The head's more important. Oh man, Oscar, don't get me started, man. Where is he?
Behind you.
Oh, no, he didn't lose any brain cells. Okay, so deep to the retina is the dark layer here. That's the choroid. Just kidding, Oscar. I knew you were there. The choroid is the posterior part of the vascular tunic, right? So remember, there's the fibrous tunic that's made up of the sclera and the cornea. And you can see the sclera, there's the white, right? This is the posterior part of the vascular tunic. That's the choroid. And it's dark because it has what?
Melanin.
Exactly.
Melanin.
And the retina. So again, sclera, choroid, retina. And the metallic blue that's really pretty, if you like metallic blue, that is, that's called the tapetum lucidum, and we don't have it. Did you warm it up for me, or? Oh, I don't want it then. Okay. Now I took this part, the anterior part of the eye, and I turned it inside out. Okay, because so that you can see things. All right. So this is turned inside out, and I'm not gonna do the other way because I'll break it. Okay. So what I want to show you here is first, there's two rings. See that, the outermost ring, and that has like these little, what would you call them? Excuse me? Grooves. Good. Grooves is good. So this is where the suspensory ligaments were attached to the lens. So the lens was here. Okay? The lens was there. Okay. So they extend from the ciliary body to the lens, right? So this is the ciliary body. And then you have an innermost ring. You see that? What do you think that is?
Iris.
Yeah, the iris. Okay? And then you have this opening here is the what?
Pupil.
Pupil. Okay, the lens is here. What you see through there is what?
The lens.
That's the lens. Stop it. The cornea. Yeah. Okay, now here I'm going to make you think. I didn't make the second group think because I was anticipating the third group.
We bring the fire. Yeah, that's why.
I can't. That reminded me of a song. So, okay. This space back here is what? The posterior cavity, and then anterior to the lens you have the what? The vicious cavity? You have the anterior cavity. And the anterior cavity is subdivided into two small spaces. Very good, chambers. Okay? One of them is between this thing and this thing. What's this again?
Iris.
And what's this?
Cornea.
So this space here is the what? Exactly, okay? All right? So here you're seeing the cornea, iris. This I can ask you this space. That's the anterior chamber. And what's this again?
Ciliary body.
Ciliary body, okay? Body. And just so you know, the retina is not just back here. This has been broken. Okay, the retina actually covers it lines about 3/4 of the inside of the eyeball. Okay? And that's why, again, if you look here, see that? That's retina floating on the vitreous. So it actually extends quite a bit anteriorly. Okay? Again, goopy stuff is what? Vitreous. Okay? That's the lens and so on. That's it. Okay, I'm going to